Hello everyone, welcome to Vinyasa Flow Yoga. If you've had class with me before, you'll know it's always your body, your practice. Do what you want, do what feels the best for you. Everything I say and do is always an offering, always a suggestion, never a command, never a demand. Focus on balance. Find just enough effort, just enough challenge to make it really satisfying, and just enough ease and relaxation so you'll want to do it again and again and again. Take modifications, take variations, take breaks. We'll be moving and grooving quite a bit today, so definitely pop into those child's poses, or a downward facing dog, or just sit there. You can just stand there. Again, do what you want. If you have any props that you like to use for class, blocks, blankets, whatever you happen to have at home, if you like to use it, go ahead and grab it. All right. So we'll start class by finding a nice comfortable seated position. Taking the hands to the legs, tall through the crown. Close your eyes. Begin to bring your focus inward as you draw the focus towards the body and towards the breath. And begin to relax the mind, letting go of some of the busyness, and again, just focusing on balance. Not too much, not too little, just enough. If you'd like to set an intention or use a mantra, single word, short phrase, breathe is one of my favorite ones. It's a nice reminder. We have to do it anyway. So it's a nice place to come back to during your practice. Just refocus on the breath. You can invite it back in whenever you need to. Again, just bring yourself here, whatever that means for you. Inhale, reach your arms above your head, stretch tall. Exhale, drop the right arm side, stretch to the right. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, release, hands down through the heart. Give yourself a nice little shimmy shake. Take the left hand over to the right knee. Twist to the right. Come back to center. Take the left hand to the right knee, right hand to the left knee. And twist to the left. Inhale, come on back to center. And let's make our way to downward facing dog. Spread your fingers out really nice and wide, hips up and back. Begin to pedal out your feet, stretching out your hamstrings and calves. If you like to engage Ujjayi Pranayama, taking that little constriction to the back of your throat to make the breath audible, you can begin that at any time during your practice, if at all. It doesn't need to happen. Focus on the quality of the breath rather than the sound alone. Again, nice, deep, full breaths, as even as you can. Without stressing out about it, without worrying about it. We don't want to add stress or suffering to your practice. It is optional. So again, find what works for you. Just nice, slow, steady, deep breaths. Inhale, forward to plank, shoulders over wrists, navel up and in. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog, slow with the breath. Inhale, forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. And exhale, press back. Inhale, forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. And exhale, press back. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, right foot up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, lift the right arm up, nice big twist. Exhale, right hand back down to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, left foot up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, left arm comes up, nice big twist. Exhale, left hand to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, release knees, chest and chin to the floor, seat stays lifted. Inhale, slide the belly down and forward, lift the chest to Cobra, Bhujangasana, shoulder blades back and together. Exhale, press through the hands, take the seat to the heels. Balasana, child's pose. Take a few nice deep breaths towards the back of the body, opening up through the sides of the body as you creep the fingertips forward. And this is a really nice resting posture. If you need one today, here's a great one for you. And pepper them in as frequently as you would like to. On your next inhale, let's come on up to hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes under, hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's take a look between the hands. Exhale, walk the feet to right behind your hands, standing forward fold. Feet are frontal hip bone distance apart, soft little bend to the knees, crown of the head hangs down. Just nice and relaxed. Let the hamstrings stretch as the upper body just kind of folds over the lower body. Super nice and relaxed. Maybe you want to take a little swing. Maybe you want to bind the elbows, do a little swinging ragdoll. On your next exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Inhale, roll it on up. And drop the shoulders back. Give yourself a nice shimmy shake. Let's step up towards the top of the mat. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet can either be frontal hip bone distance apart or the feet can be together, whichever feels most comfortable for you. I want you to lift and then relax the toes back down so you're really grounding through the ball mounts of the feet. If your feet don't like to be together, again, frontal hip bone distance apart isn't worse. It's not a bad posture. It has no less value than feet together. Again, we want to focus on how the body feels, not how it looks from the outside, but really how it feels on the inside. That will tell you which postures are right for you. Palms turned out, tall through the crown of the head. Mountain pose. Inhale, sweeping arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump, lowering down, Chaturanga. Knees can be up or down, elbows in tight to the body. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog. They're interchangeable. Find the one that feels best for you. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Tailbone up and away, inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Keep pushing yourself up and away. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step or jump feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips down towards the floor. Inhale, sweeping arms up, out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, hands down through the heart, release to mountain pose. Inhale, sweeping arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump, lowering down, Chaturanga, elbows tight, knees up or down. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog, shoulders back. Exhale, tuck your toes under, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths, pushing tailbone up and away, soft bend to the knees. Heels don't need to try to make it down towards the floor, just lots and lots of space. Nice and strong. Two more nice deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Look between the hands. Exhale, step or jump feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping arms up, out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, hands through the heart. Inhale, sweeping arms up. Exhale, forward fold, soft bend to the knees as you come down. Inhale, hands to shins, long spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump, Chaturanga, elbows tight to the body. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, holding nice and steady. Tailbone up and away, inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale, keep lifting through the tailbone. Exhale. Inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, step or jump feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Again, soft bend to the knees. Inhale, sweeping arms up, out to the side, up overhead. Exhale, hands through the heart, release to mountain pose. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Feet are either apart or we take the feet together and the knees together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump, lowering down, chaturanga, wee. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, back heel down, push through the front foot to come up. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Hips are squared forwards, lift through the heart and the chest, fingertips reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. You can either vinyasa through or go straight back to downward facing dog. You always get to decide. Inhale. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, left foot forward, back heel down. Push through that left foot to come up, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the mat. Again, vinyasa through or straight back, downward facing dog. And a vinyasa can include knees down, maybe cobra instead of upward facing dog, and taking it back to child's pose or downward facing dog. Again, you decide what your vinyasa is. A few nice deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step or jump feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lighten the toes, lift through the heart and the fingertips. Send the seat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump, lowering down, chaturanga, elbows tight. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right foot forward, back heel down, arms up overhead, warrior 1. Exhale, open to warrior 2. Inhale, hands down to the front of the mat. Exhale, step back. You can either vinyasa through, maybe keeping right leg lifted. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing, or you can always go back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, back heel down. Arms up overhead, push through that left foot to come up. Exhale, open to warrior 2. Inhale, hands to the mat. Exhale, step back, and again, maybe lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, release knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest to cobra. Exhale, press through your hands, take the seat to the heels. Balasana, child's pose. Take a few nice deep breaths, maybe bring in that intention or mantra. And again, nice and slow and steady, not rushing the movements, not rushing the breath. Just take your time. If you need to add in a breath or an inhale or exhale throughout the practice, go right ahead. Again, follow your own breath if you can. Because if you find yourself getting short of breath, always pause, reestablish a nice even breath, and then come right back in. And on your next inhale, come on up to hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes under, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, walk the feet to right behind your hands. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale fully. Inhale, press through the soles of the feet, reach all the way up. And exhale, release. Give yourself a good shimmy shake. All right, we're going to have a little bit of fun here. So this is a Jivamukti sun salutation. Jivamukti is a style of yoga, and it's pretty unique to this particular style of yoga. So if it gets a little bit confusing, again, just listen to the verbal cues, do the best you can. If not, just don't even worry about it. We're just doing this for fun. All right? So on your inhale, we're going to hook thumbs, reach up, arch back, Exhale, sweep the arms, bend the knees, interlace fingers, and straighten the legs. Inhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot back to lunge. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can drop the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, drop knees, chest and chin to the floor. Seat stays up. Inhale, then drop the belly, lift the chest to cobra. Exhale, press through your hands, tuck the toes, send the seat to the heels, and then extend the legs, downward facing dog. Inhale, tap the right foot forward to lunge. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, sweep the arms, interlace fingers, straighten the legs. Inhale, hands to the mat. This time step the right foot back to lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. So much fun. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, drop knees, chest and chin. Again, elbows in tight, seat stays up. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest to cobra. Exhale, press through your hands, tuck the toes, seat to the heels, then extend the legs, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward to lunge. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. And exhale, release. Tadasana, mountain pose. Ta-da! So much fun to do some different stuff, huh? All right, inhale, sweeping arms up, back to the familiar. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, right foot up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, arms up overhead to crescent. Exhale, open to warrior two. Front heel lines up with the arch of the back foot. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, reach as far forward as you can. Right hand down, left arm up, triangle pose, Trikonasana. A few nice deep breaths, long through the crown of the head. Lift through those left fingertips. Nice and high. On your next inhale, come on up. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior two. Inhale, flip the right hand over. Exhale, take it back, reverse. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, right elbow to the right knee, left fingertips towards the front of the room, extended side angle. Rotate the chest, looking up. On your next inhale, hands down to the mat. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, left foot up between the hands, low lunge, nice and slow. Inhale, arms up overhead, crescent pose. Exhale, open to warrior two. Front heel lines up with the arch of the back foot, spine is nice and tall and long. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, reach as far forward as you can, left hand down, right arm up. Really reach up through those right fingertips. A few nice deep breaths, shoulders down, tall through the crown towards the front of the mat. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bend the left knee, warrior two, nice and big. Inhale, flip the left hand over. Exhale, take it back, reverse. Keep lifting up through the heart. Right hand comes to the right thigh. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, left elbow to the knee. Inhale, right fingertips towards the front of the room, extended side angle. Rotate the chest, look up. Inhale, hands to the mat. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, slowly lower down onto the belly. Arms alongside the body, palms facing down. Inhale, lift up, Shalabhasana, locust pose. Exhale, one, toes and fingertips towards the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, two, long through the back of the neck, shoulders together and back. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four, finding lots of length and space. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, hands by the sides of the chest. Exhale, press back, Child's pose. Take a few nice deep breaths. Direct them towards the back of the body. Very nice. Walk the hands over to the right. Sending the left hip back in space. And come on back to center. And send those hands over to the left, sending the right hip back in space. And come on back to center. Inhale, come on up, hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes under, send hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, knee to nose plank, really bring it up and under. Inhale, send it back, nice and slow, extend those right toes towards the back of the room. Exhale, knee to nose plank, tuck it up and under. Inhale, send it back, so slow, like you love it. Exhale, bring it up and under, knee to nose. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right foot up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, arms up overhead, crescent pose. Exhale, swing the arms up, swing the arms back, coming into an airplane. And inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, swing them back. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, swing them back. Good, kind of getting that little tiny bit of work in the tricep. Inhale, bring them back forward. Good, exhale, bring it back. And inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, flip the right hand over. Exhale, take it back, reverse. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, right hand to the inside of the right foot, left arm up overhead. If you want to pull a block underneath this right hand instead, go right ahead. A few nice deep breaths, getting deep into that right hip. And on your next exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, knee to nose plank, again, nice and slow. Inhale, send it back, really reaching those left toes back. Exhale, knee to nose plank. Again, really bring it up and under. Inhale, send it back, so long. Exhale, knee to nose plank, up and under. Inhale, send it back, really reach. Exhale, left foot up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, arms up overhead, crescent pose. Exhale, leaning the body forward, take the arms behind you, kind of coming into this crescent airplane. And inhale, reach the arms forward, keeping the spine nice and long. Exhale, bring it back, getting that little squeeze through the tricep. Inhale, bring it forward, nice and long. Exhale, bring the arms back, get that little squeeze through the tricep. Inhale, bring the arms forward. And exhale, bring it on back. Good, inhale, bring it forward. All the way up, exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, flip the left hand over, exhale, take it back, reverse. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, left hand to the inside of the left foot, right arm up overhead. Again, you can take your block. Boom, right there. Might make it a little bit nicer. Digging deep into that left hip. Now on your next exhale, hands down to the mat and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, release knees, chest and chin. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest to cobra. Exhale, press through the hands, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, let's walk hands back to meet the feet. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, curl it up one vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, interlace fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, forward fold. Nice and slow, soft bend to the knees as you come down. Inhale. Exhale, one. Holding it right here, inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, walk forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, slowly lower down onto the belly. Inhale, lift to cobra, shoulder blades back and together. Exhale, press through the hands, take the seat to the heels. Balasana, child's pose. A few nice deep breaths. Maybe wiggle out the fingers or roll the wrists. Toes can be tucked or untucked. If you like to tuck the toes here and kind of press your seat back a little bit, you can get a nice stretch through the feet. Very nice. On your next inhale, come on up to hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes under, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, right knee to left elbow plank. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow plank. Inhale, send it back. Again, finding that nice slow long reach. Exhale, right knee to left elbow plank. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right foot up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, arms up overhead, crescent pose. Exhale, hands through the heart, left elbow to the right knee, nice deep twist. Back knee is lifted. If you want to drop it, you can drop it. If you want to open up the arms, bringing the left hand down towards the floor, reaching the right arm up, you can. If this twist is a little too compressed for you, just take the left hand down to the floor, to the inside of that right foot, and come into this twist. Again, if the floor is a little bit far away and you happen to have a block to use, pull that block underneath the hand, giving yourself lots of support and space. And on your next inhale, reach the arms back up overhead, crescent pose. Exhale, hands down through the heart. Inhale, shift the weight forward, lift the left knee up. Reach the arms up, extend the left leg. Extending might be here, it might be out here. A few nice deep breaths. Strong through the core, tall through the crown. Slight little internal rotation on the hips. Good, inhale. Exhale, 1, keep lifting and reaching, inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift the left knee up. Exhale, take a big controlled step back. Inhale up to crescent pose. Exhale, hands down through the heart. Left elbow over to the right knee again. Hands into the heart. This time, inhale, hop that left foot forward. Parivrita Utkatasana, revolve chair. Maybe look up, shoulder blades back and down. See if you can keep that left knee kind of pulling back behind the right so the hips stay nice and square. Easy breezy through the toes. They're lifted and relaxed. The weight's back in the heels. Inhale, arms up overhead, chair. Exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. You can either step or jump, lowering down, chaturanga, elbows tight. Inhale, upward facing dog, so optional vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, left knee to right elbow cross. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to right elbow cross. Again, nice and slow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to right elbow cross. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left foot up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, arms up overhead, crescent pose. Exhale, hands through the heart, right elbow to the left knee, nice deep twist. And if you want to drop that right knee down, you absolutely can. If the twist is a little bit too much, go ahead and take that right hand to the inside of the right foot. Find the twist that feels best for you. Nice deep breaths, long from the crown all the way towards that back heel, taking up lots and lots of space. Wonderful. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead, crescent pose. Exhale, hands through the heart. Inhale, shift the weight forward, lift the right knee up. Reach the arms up overhead, extend that right leg. Good, strong through the core, slight little internal rotation, tall through the crown, long, long spine. 2 more nice deep ones. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lift the right knee up. Exhale, controlled step back. As best as we can do. Inhale, arms up overhead, back to crescent pose. Exhale, hands through the heart, right elbow over to that left knee again. Then inhale, we're going to hop that right foot forward. Parivrtta Utkatasana, yes. Again, sitting down nice and low, toes are happy and relaxed. Keep the knees nice and even as you sink the weight back into the hips. Beautiful, nice. Deep breaths. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, go ahead, straighten the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, plant the hand, step or jump. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, walk the feet to right behind your hands, standing forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, begin to roll it on up. And exhale, release. Shake, 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 shake. I apologize if I'm a little energetic today. All right, let's take a nice big wide step out. It's a nice sunny day. Feeling a little rambunctious, can't help it. So we're going to keep the toes in. Whatever nice and wide means for you, again, is different for everybody. Inhale, take the arms out. Exhale, interlace fingers behind your back, or you can always keep hands at the hips, whatever you feel best doing. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana seat. Crown of the head moving down. Again, it doesn't have to reach. Shoulder blades back and together. If the shoulders feel really good, maybe make a fist with the hands as well. Nice deep breaths. On the next exhale, let's release hands down to the floor. Walk the hands out in front of you a couple of feet. Inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, press way back into the seat, wide leg, downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths. Sending the tailbone as far away from the wrists as you can. You can be up on the toes, but really send those hips up and back. And then see if you can kind of engage a little bit of your Uddiyana Bandha, that kind of upward moving belly lock. So just kind of suck the navel a little bit up and in to keep the tummy a little tighter. Very nice. Let's walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands between the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine a little bit more. Then exhale, take a nice deep bend to the elbows, dropping the crown of the head down towards the floor. Again, it doesn't have to get there, just the general direction. If you are seasoned in headstand, Shirshasana, you can take the crown of the head down and maybe come on up. In any variation of Shirshasana, of headstand you want to do, if you're thinking to yourself, yeah, no, that's not what I want to do at all. Again, just hang out right here. As long as we're spending some quality time upside down, that's all we really need to do. We're just getting the body upside down for a little while. Very nice. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right and send that right hand the left hand over towards that right foot. Then inhale, lift that right arm up. Nice big twist. If you want to wrap that right hand back and behind you, bringing it to that left front pocket, doing a little bit of a deeper twist, you can. And spine stays nice and long. Inhale, bring that right arm back up. Exhale, bring both hands back to center underneath the shoulders. Let's walk those hands over to the left. Send that right hand over towards that left foot. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Maybe bring it back to that right front pocket, looking up towards the ceiling. If it hurts your neck, just keep the gaze down or in the direction of your foot. And find what feels best. Inhale, lift that right arm up. Exhale, left hand up. Exhale, walk the hands back over to center. Inhale, lengthen the spine, strengthen low back. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, press through the soles of the feet. Come on up. Woo. Exhale, heel toe the feet, or hop it back up towards the top of the mat. Samastiti, feet together, hands together. Nice and tall through the crown. Inhale, sweeping arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen and strengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step or jump, lowering down, chaturanga. Again, you always decide. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog, big stretch. Exhale, right foot up between the hands, low lunge. Go ahead, drop the left knee down. Untuck the back toe. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands behind the back. If this knee's a little bit chit-chatty, maybe take your blanket, place it underneath the knee, give yourself a little bit of cushion. Just hanging out right here. Opening through the heart. If this is a little too much, maybe take the hands to the knee as you push the hips forward, and you can give yourself a little bit more space. And you can kind of dig into the hips as much as they will let you, comfortably, without adding pain. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take the hands back down to the mat. Tuck the back toe under. Lift the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Then inhale, take the right knee up and underneath the body. And then exhale, release it down as we come into pigeon. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold. Again, we want our hips square. Heel's going to be near the hip, shins at a diagonal across. Knee's going to be kind of right near that right underarm. And if this posture is not, and your knee are not the best of friends, again, we always have our reclined pigeon where we can lay back, take the right ankle to the left knee, take the right hand between the legs, left comes around the outside, and they meet either behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Again, it's not so much what the body's doing from the outside or how it looks. We're really, really paying attention to how it feels, which is different for everybody. That's why there are so many yoga postures, because there's a lot of different shapes the body can take to create certain sensations. So it's not so much about making sure we do this pose or this pose or this pose, but really we get into this place in the body or this place in the body or this place in the mind. So we really need to pay attention about what feels best for us today. Not yesterday, not 10 years ago, not 10 years from now, but really, really focus so very squarely on today, which is always a nice practice. It helps you be present. We hang out in these stretches for usually more than a minute. So we can really allow the body to kind of open up to these possibilities, to these practices, to these postures. If we spend 5 breaths in a posture, it might feel good, or if we spend 5 breaths in a stretch, it might feel really nice, but it doesn't do a lot if we kind of do it, kind of one and done. We need to actually spend some time here to make the body become skillful at it. So even in these faster-paced Vinyasa style classes, we come into a lot of the same postures over and over again. And then the idea is to continue the practice, to come back to it day after day after day, or every other day, or a couple times a week. And then the body really does begin to make some memories, some somatic memory, and really builds. That's why we do so many of the same sequences, so many of the same things over and over again. It's not for lack of creativity, it is really how you build a strong foundation for your body and for your practice. On your next inhale, come on up. Exhale, tuck the back toe under, step back, downward facing dog, pedal, pedal, pedal. And inhale, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot up between the hands, low lunge. Drop the right knee down. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, interlace fingers behind the back, or you take the hands to the knee. Again, if that knee and the mat and the floor are kind of fussing a little bit, take the blanket, place it underneath the knee. You'd unroll it a couple times just to add a little bit of softness, a little bit of cushion. Sometimes it helps. Again, we're maybe here just hanging out, or here hanging out. Keep lifting and opening through the chest. Very nice. On your next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the back toe under. Step that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Then the left leg comes up and underneath the body, and kind of let it hover a little bit up and under there. Doing a little bit of sneaky core work. Again, mindful of our transitions. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold as we come into pigeon on the other side. Remember, the two sides of the body are different, so don't be surprised if righty's a little chattier than lefty or vice versa. And again, just because some posture works on one side of the body doesn't always make it the case on the other side. So you can always flip it on over and come into reclined pigeon on the other side. Again, interlaced fingers behind, right goes around the outside, left goes between. Fingers are either interlaced or just kind of hanging out behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Again, let go, relax. We hang out here for a minute or so. So the body and the hip really have a chance to absorb the posture and to get comfortable there. We're not in a rush. We just spend the time. No pushing, no straining. Just the position, gravity, time. That's it. That's the magic recipe. Very nice. On your next inhale, gently press yourself up. Exhale, tuck the back toe under and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knees slowly, lower down onto the belly. For back bending options today, you can either hang out here in Sphinx pose. Again, this is a really nice solid back bend. If you're feeling a little bit more rambunctious today, we'll move into Dhanurasana, bow pose. So you're going to lay the belly back down, reach for the back, reach for the outsides of the ankles, thumbs facing down. Then you're going to kick the legs back, try to relax the chest and shoulders as much as you can. Try to keep a little bit of an internal squeeze, so bringing those knees a little bit back and a little closer together so our legs aren't splayed out too much. Again, get that nice long posture. Relax the back of the neck. Let the power of the legs kicking back be what brings you into this back bend. If you want to flex the feet, you can flex the feet. And on your next exhale, let's come on down. If you're in your Sphinx pose, you can go ahead and stay there. We're going to come into another Dhanurasana, another bow pose. Very, very nice. On your next inhale, let's go ahead. We're going to keep reaching for the outsides of the ankles. So reach for the outsides of the ankles. Oh, if you can only grab one side at a time, we usually do two bow poses. So if you can only grab one at a time and say that other ankle's just kind of eluding you, be here. Absolutely be here. Kick the legs back, kind of a combination of your Sphinx pose and bow pose. If you still can't grab, maybe you have a belt, maybe you have a strap at home that you can use to kind of bring that foot in closer to you. Again, it doesn't matter. We're just focusing on how the body feels, not necessarily how the shape looks from the outside. Okay, so if you're coming into that second bow pose, maybe you want to take the big toes together, do a little bit of a variation, and then draw the legs back, see how it feels. Again, don't let the knees splay out. We want to keep that slight little internal rotation to move the body, or to move the knees closer towards the inline of the main line, midline of the body. Go ahead, on the next exhale, everybody go ahead, come on down. And sway the hips a little side to side. Very nice. Let's take the hands alongside the body, palms facing down. So hands by the sides of the chest. Press yourself slowly up and back. Child's pose. Take a few nice deep breaths. Aim them back here. Again, after the back bend, your low back might say a little hi, how you doing? Take some nice deep breaths. Aim them towards the sides of the body, the back of the body. Maybe bring back your intention or mantra. Or what brings you to yoga today? And there are no good reasons or bad reasons. They're just inspiration. Doesn't matter the source. Very nice. On your next inhale, let's come on up to hands and knees. Exhale, tuck the toes under, hips up, down, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, either set the knees down or jump through to seated if it's something that you're working on, and doesn't have to be. Let's take the legs wide. We're just going to do 1 minute and a nice deep stretch. Again, legs wide, whatever that means for you. Slight little external rotation on the thighs. Try to keep as much of the fold happening from the hips and pelvis as you can. Again, our spines are very, very used to kind of bending and curving forward like this. So try to keep it at the hips. Spine is nice and long. Again, we're not rigid. We're not holding ourselves, keeping ourselves from going into a nice deep fold, creating tension. But we also don't want to create tension and feel compression right here. So give yourself plenty of support. Okay, maybe grab your block. And just come into your stretch. Again, let go of expectations, let go of judgments. Focus on the feeling, maybe a nice deep stretch through the inside of the leg. Maybe you're going to feel a little bit behind those knees, around the knees. Maybe you're going to feel a little bit in the low back. Just any way we can comfortably be in our posture and then just stay there. Gently opening the body. We're asking that it stretch, not demanding that it stretch. Very, very nice. On your next inhale, let's come on up. We'll take the legs back together. Inhale, reach the arms forward. And then exhale, just come into a really gentle seated forward fold. Again, very similar approach. Not too much, not too little. Kind of just that right amount of fold, primarily from the hips. Keeping the toes coming back towards you. As we can always go deeper. And we can always come out if it's too much. So really explore that space. Find what feels right. Very nice. 2 more nice deep breaths. Keep lengthening crown of the head towards the front of the mat. Tailbone towards the back. And bring it back up. Exhale, point the toes, take the hands behind you, fingertips point towards the bum. Inhale, lift up the hips, Purvottanasana. Let's do a couple more nice deep breaths, light internal rotation on the legs. If this is outside of your practice, just keep those hips down on the floor and lift up through the heart and the chest. A nice firm point to the toes, not so much that you get a foot cramp though. Good, 2 more nice deep breaths up here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come on back down, shake out the shoulders. Very nice. Let's take soles of the feet onto the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, very slowly begin to release back. Nice and slow, tucking the tailbone, hugging the navel in. And even when the upper part of the back starts making it down towards the floor, keep it nice and slow. Feel the upper part of the abdominals engage as you go down. Ankles underneath the knees. Knees are hip distance apart. For Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. On the inhale, we're going to lift the hips up. Shimmy the shoulders a little bit closer together. Then hang out right here. Nice strong quads, glutes, everything's kind of working. That slight little internal rotation, just a little bit of a tension to that inner thigh so it draws the pelvis in. Now on your next exhale, release your hips down. Take the soles of the feet together, knees wide, Baddha Konasana. Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands can be folded on the belly. You can draw them up towards the heart. You can relax them down to the sides. Just take a few nice deep breaths. We're going to go into a second bridge pose. The soles of the feet back onto the floor. Lift through the hips. Shimmy the shoulder blades a little bit closer together. If you're feeling a little bit rambunctious and you want to move into Urdhva Dhanurasana, full wheel, you're going to take the hands by the sides of the head. Maybe this is as far as you go in your full wheel. Or maybe you're going to come up, lifting the hips and come to the top of the head. You can take your little spot there. Or maybe you're going to push all the way up, coming into a nice big happy full wheel. And again, it's not something that you need to do. It's just something that if it's available to you and you think it might feel fun today or feel nice today, go right ahead. Other than that, bridge pose. One of my favorite postures. A lot of them are my favorite postures. But this, I really mean it. Actually, most of them I really mean it, to be fair. Now on the next exhale, wherever you are, go ahead, come on down. Hug your knees into your chest, rocking a little side to side. And we'll open up the arms into a T. Take the knees, go ahead and drop them on over to the left. Taking the right arm, extend it over to the right. Taking a few nice deep breaths. Nice. On your next inhale, take your knees back into your chest, give them a nice squeeze. And then exhale, release those legs over to the right, opening up that left arm over to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And bring it on back to center. Give the knees a nice hug in. Now, if you come to my classes pretty frequently, you know that I end most of the Vinyasa flow style classes with the traditional finishing sequence up through shoulder stand, back through plow pose, rolling out into fish pose. So again, shoulder stand, plow pose, rolling out, fish pose. If you're comfortable with that sequence and want to move through it, please feel free. I just don't want to make the video too long today. So if you want to do that, please feel free to move through that now and then take your Shavasana at the end of the video. So as we all move into our final relaxation pose, again, finding a nice, comfortable, relaxed position. You can take traditional Shavasana. You can take soles of the feet together, knees wide, and Supta Baddha Konasana. You can find your practice over to a wall and stick legs up the wall, being here. So find where you would like to be. If you're feeling a little bit unsettled, you can always take a blanket and place it over the lower part of the abdomen and the hips and the pelvis. Sometimes just having that little bit of weight there acts like an energetic anchor, helps you feel nice and grounded. So just take a few nice deep breaths and allow yourself to be here. Again, letting go of the practice, letting go of the postures, letting go of all the stuff. All of the extra things that we love to try to label ourselves as or our bodies as. And just let it go. Bring your focus to your body and just notice that feeling of relaxation. Hopefully a nice feeling of satisfaction and a nice feeling of ease and comfort. That's what we're looking for after a Vinyasa flow style class. Is we don't want to feel like we're bouncing off the walls, like we have so much energy left, but we also don't, so we're completely spent. So we don't want to feel like we're completely spent either. We want to feel just a really nice balance of that satisfaction and comfort and relaxation. So you can remain in Shavasana, enjoying, hopefully, that feeling for as long as you would like. But I will end with you here. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be peaceful, happy, and free. May the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives contribute to happiness and freedom for all beings without exception. The light within me honors the light that shines so brightly within each of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's such a wonderful pleasure.